just to show you where I am. You see this road here? Wow. I gotta stop this because I gotta drive, man. There's a steep drop here on the left side. I don't want to end up there. There we are, finally arrived with Google Maps, Google Navigation. Why? Because Sygic, S-Y-G-I-C, sent me up that mountain, all the way up. Non-paved roads. You need a 4x4 to go there. And I made it with my shiny Beldam. But it was a hell of a ride. It was a fucking dangerous ride, and it was completely unnecessary because for the fucking 10th time Sygic sent me the wrong way. And it just doesn't send you the wrong way, it sends you up the wrong mountain. Fuck's sake, Sygic, I'm done. This is where I'm gonna put you, Sygic. You're gonna go in the trash. I paid for you for a whole year of membership and I'm done. So finally put the bus on 2 levelers. I rearranged the place where it was in a few days. I'm driving my underwear here. This is a little walk I made. Bienvenidos al Alhama. And here's the €600 fine you get if you throw stuff off the cliff, which is one thing they should do everywhere in Spain. Here you can see all the tiny streeties and a nice building I just wanted to take a picture of. I do like all those old cars that still drive here, so you probably see a lot of those pictures coming by as well in my videos. And if you know anything about watches, you'll know why I took that picture. More tiny streeties. Walking around town, all these streets are quite narrow, which is nice. Here you can see the bus from very far. And quite some steep walks. And what I always do, I get some cat food for some stray cats I get along the way. So this is a picture of that. Okay, so I hope I don't get arrested for this. So I used the washing bag. There we go. And I didn't have anywhere to put it, the wash. So I put it here. And the rest is over here. Well, this is a parking lot, you can see. So it's far away from the road, so if I'm lucky nobody will see this. And this will be dry before you can say dry. Now a very small rant, what I don't understand is every time I need to pass like a difficult piece of road, like this one here, so you more or less walk on the road itself and it's small. The moment I started, when I was almost halfway, from all sides, motor vehicles, trucks, cars, motorcycles, and I'm just like, why? Because, you know, now I'm on the other side and there's one car in 2 minutes time. I passed this little fucking 50 meters? About 10 to 12 cars and motorcycles and trucks came by. What is that? Why is that a rule? That whenever you have to do something difficult, the rest of the world makes it more difficult. Shit. Ruta del Termalismo and Camino de Los Angeles. Now I actually walked both. I didn't know. I just wouldn't walk a little bit. So I walked one way and I ended up on a route and I thought, oh, this looks nice. So I just walked and walked and walked and walked. Ended up at a lake eventually. Halfway I got through this part. It's actually a little chapel that they made up in the mountain itself. Past also some kind of canal, maybe some water drainage or electricity winning. And you gotta make some selfies of these views. The depth is quite hard to see some of the times in these videos or on those pictures, but it is quite huge and wide. And here I ended up at the lake, and then I thought I could walk back. But you know what? I can also take the other route, go over to the other side of the cave where I walked. As you see the path on the other side, on the right side here. So I walked up and I walked over to the other side, back to Alhama de Granada. And then you see
everything you didn't see from the other side. And still, it was kind of a bit of a walk. You hear about me talking in the video coming up. I made some videos during this walk. I just thought it would be nicer to just put all the pictures after each other. Here's the Alhama de Granada from the other side, a little bit further away still. And then I came down and I saw there is even another route. So it was like a third route that goes down into the gully next to a little stream. So I thought, you know what, come so far, I'm going to do those as well. And that was actually a lot greener, a lot of birds, and a lot of old forgotten houses. Now I can only imagine, romanticize how these houses were probably on their top, like maybe in the 50s, the 60s, maybe even the 70s, when all these people just got here. And probably they got flooded once or twice and people decided, you know what, I'm not going to do this anymore, I'm going to live in town now. But if you get this back up and running, it will be beautiful. And how to end in another way than arms crossed.
Oh, that's kind of high. You look around. I always get a little bit itchy when I look up like this, because I always feel that there's a rock coming down or something, or the ground will give way. Wow. Oh dear. Every time I go hiking, I forget my binoculars. And then you can only enjoy this from afar. It's still nice. If I could zoom this in HD for 12 times, everything would make a difference. Maybe I'll come back here. Maybe I'll just come back here another day. So I walked this route all the way up to the lake that you saw the picture of, or still I'm gonna see. And then I thought, wait, let me just point where the light has to be. And then I thought, you know what, I could walk the same route back, or go around and see it from the top. Now I don't really know how long it's gonna be. I got about 3.5 hours before the rain plunges down. Of course, as a Dutchman, I'm the only one here with an umbrella. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I only brought a can of Coke. I didn't bring anything to eat, and I thought I'd eat something near the lake in the restaurant. But I'm a bit picky, and it looked very nice, but the prices were like Dutch prices for a restaurant, and you could eat half the price here and have just as good as a meal. So I decided, without any food, just with a can of Coke, go back and walked a long way home. Da 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 da. Walked a long way home. Ba ba da ba ba.
Now for the florists under us, let me know what these flowers are. The first one was not very common. This one was very common.
Now this is no filter. This is actually the yellow, orange, brown kind of a color the sky is at the moment. It's all Sahara sand. Yes, you better stay indoors. You're going to be sand washed. So supposedly this is sand from the Sahara. Look at how the thing looks, man, Jesus. It's completely covered in sand. And I think the top is even worse. My God, it needs a good raining tonight. Supposedly, coming through this gate, or climbing over, look at that. There's a lot of Sahara sand today. Ooh, it's really bad. Okay, so that's fine. Supposedly, this is where the hot springs are. There's a hot spring, it's 37 degrees. So you could just sit here and be completely warm. And it's a very nice place to just have a kind of a bath. So let's see. Oh, there they are. We can go there. That's fantastic. Let's have a look. It's just down there. Hope the people don't mind, but this is where I need to go. Look at that. That's great.
A 35 degrees natural spa in the middle of nature during the Sahara Sand Day. That's why everything looks yellow, brownish in the videos as well. And of course, the watch has to be shown underwater.
Ta-da! This is amazing, guys. Just have a look at this. Oh. How good that is. It's raining and I'm just sitting here being beautiful. That is fantastic, guys. Natural spa. So this is the hot pool. Wow. That's good. Now let's do something completely different. Let's go over to the cold pool. Mind you, this is the second time I'm doing it. That's good for the heart. Let's go back to the warm pool. Oh man, now this has got to burn. You want to try something, try this. It's pretty good. So that's the spa on the right. That's where the bus is. And this is just beautiful. Now they got like some kind of hotel in here where the spa is paid. But why the hell would you do that? We're in the middle of nature, birds flying around, having this great view. It's just gorgeous. So this is the Sahara Sand Day. I was off to a little restaurant and I came across this view. That is really good. There's a stream down there. Yeah, I was actually looking at the little church. Then I looked to the left and I was like, alright, that looks cool. So you can just see the sand here just blowing over the streets below. Sandy, sandy, sandy. You want to have some candy. There we go. See just a line of sand just going down the street.
Yeah, the day was magical with brown, yellow, orange skies and everything, but I still need a jet wash because this doesn't go off by hand alone. Jesus, what a hope of Sahara sand. Now, all funny stuff aside, you know, when you travel alone, you have to be a little bit careful what you do. and I changed the position of the car from where you see the park fan on the right to this spot, because this spot was level, since it was a bit slope and the back of the car is always a little bit higher up. But then last night I saw 2 black cars with 5 dudes in them eyeing my camper, so I decided to park somewhere else. You gotta be careful, and I drove on the next morning.